What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for another Toronto Maple Leafs game day preview. Today we're previewing the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Detroit Red Wings for Saturday, December 21st, 7 p.m. Eastern in Toronto. Of course, last night the Leafs had a 6-3 win over the New York Rangers. A big win for them. They got a really good night from guys like Mitch Marner, William Nylander, Pierre Engvall was in there playing real good. Hall, Mikheyev, Matthews. I thought that it was a pretty good win. Freddie Anderson, of course, was shaky at the beginning. He didn't have a ton of shots on goal, so he's a little bit off there. But he settled down. The Leafs also settled down as a team, and they were able to play better in the third period. And that's something that I've been saying in these previews is the Leafs need to play a complete game, not just these 40-minute games and then just packing it in the third. They actually have done quite well. So the stats that you see on the screen are probably going to be a little bit different as I record this the night before, so that way it's posted in time for you guys, and that way there's no way that I could mess up the upload by not being able to post it for you guys. So some of these numbers might be a little bit different, but currently if it is, it's only like a little bit off by a point or two or something like that. But Detroit's coming into this one 9-24-3. The Leafs should be 18-4-4. So clearly a tale of two different teams, but the Leafs also haven't been that great. But Detroit is they're a rebuilding team. They've got some young guys like Tyler Bertuzzi, who actually went to the same high school as I did. I was actually in the same class as him, I believe, once. So he's actually leading Detroit in points right now with 28. Matthews with 36. Again, that's probably a little bit different now. Same thing with Mitch Marner, who has 20 assists. Bertuzzi has 16. Bertuzzi's also leading in goals with 12, and Matthews has 21. In terms of wins, Jonathan Bernier, who is the confirmed starter, has 7, and Freddie Anderson now has 18, leading the NHL currently. Now, Detroit's had a couple bright spots like Bertuzzi and a guy like Fabry who has come in. I also went to high school with him. I actually graduated in the same class as him, which is pretty cool. The Guelph Storm went to my high school. They were a pretty good team while they were there. They put up a ton of points. I believe they won the OHL championship while they were both on the team, or at least they went deep into the playoffs. I believe they won a championship with both of them on the roster, but very, very talented players. But the confirmed goalies for this game, according to Sportsnet, is Jonathan Bernier, who last time had to leave early. I believe it was due, or no, he came in because of sickness. He came in because of sickness. Howard got hurt, I believe, and then Bernier came in for a sickness, and he got a little bit lit up. But he's 7-10-2 with a 3.26 goals against average and an 8.96 save percentage. So not having the best of years, but nobody in Detroit really is having that insane type of year. Bertuzzi's had a pretty solid one. Hutchinson, looking for his first win of the year, was the confirmed starter. I don't know if things will change last second. Sheldon Keefe hasn't said anything according to what I've read, but it looks like Hutchinson will get the start, and this is the perfect opportunity for him. And this is no disrespect to the Red Wings or their fans, but Hutchinson is the guy that can beat Detroit, hopefully, and get some confidence back. He has no wins this year, 5 losses, 1 OT loss, a 4.55 goals against average, and an 8.76 save percentage. So just some brutal numbers. I think that there's been some games this year where he's played poorly, but there's also been games where the team has played very poor in front of him. So hopefully he can bounce back in this game, get his groove going. And the goals per game, goals against per game, power play percentage, penalty kill percentage, those numbers might be a little bit skewed, so I'm not going to go through those for this game. Hopefully I'm in focus for this, but that doesn't really matter. I'm getting the information across. But again, going back to how the Leafs have played recently, they've played pretty well. They're scoring a bit more. It looks like they're getting scoring from depth. Their depth scoring as well, like guys like Mikheyev getting in there. Engvall is playing quite well. Even guys like Timashov is, whenever he's in the lineup, he's chipping in. Freddie the Goat has been chipping in. He had goals in like back-to-back games. Of course, he didn't score against the Rangers, but they've been putting together some really good efforts against teams like Edmonton and Buffalo, and now they played a team like the Rangers, who aren't exactly the best team on paper. The Leafs should be a better team. They haven't played that much better than them this year, But, you know, now you're facing a team like Detroit. You have to win these games. You have to keep stringing together wins if you want to make the playoffs, if you want to be a team that will actually make some noise, maybe make a trade to acquire talent. You know, you'd have to move out salary. But the Leafs want to be in a position where they can win and they can make moves to continue to win. So if you continue to play good, you continue to play as a team, continues the word of this video. But if you keep doing these things, you'll be able to string together wins. You know, you got to score more, play better team defense. And I really like the way that the Leafs have went with their special teams. I think that they've done quite well since Sheldon Keefe has been the coach. There's always room for improvement. You know, I believe Hackstall and what's the other guy, McFarland. I keep messing it up, but they just have to keep working on these things, and I think that they'll be able to string together more wins, and as we go into the All-Star break very soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this preview. Leafs Red Wings Saturday, December 21st tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Should be a good one. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Enjoy the game. Peace.